Welcome to Holly's Racing Fantasy. This is your hotspot for weekly NASCAR Cup Series race recaps, latest news, and of course, fantasy picks for the upcoming race. And now, here's your host and the voice of Holly's Racing Fantasy.
So that was the closest finish in NASCAR history.
Yes, it was.
1/100th of a second at the finish line.
Yep.
And Kyle Larson reigns victorious. And it was so hard because Chris Buescher's team was celebrating. They were excited. And they were jumping around. And then they were showing,
Then the trombone came out.
Then the big hook.
The big hook. Why is my phone ringing?
You know what? It's election.
It's election
time. So now we're getting all this spam. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully nobody in Raleigh. Michael, I hope you're okay. And I hope it's like, it's not, No. But I'm not voting, so don't ask.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't mess with this.
Messing up my show.
Chick. Guess we're going to have to unplug the phone,
I guess
aren't we?
so. What is this, the old days? We're the only people that have a landline, so that's why they call us.
Everyone else has silenced their cell phones. We have where, honey? Let's get to ring me 2 times when you get home. Okay, remember
just
that old
ring
chestnut?
ring the phone twice so I
Ring
know
it
you
twice
got
so
home.
I know you got home, okay.
Oh my gosh.
But I won't pick up.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Stop. Okay. So it was literally the closest. Insane. But yeah, so where was I? Chris Buescher's team, I felt so bad for. And then Kyle Larson's team, they're like,
Yeah.
So
Kyle Larson's like, this is what a victory feels like. Wow, I've never won a race before.
I've never run a race before. Is this what happens?
Is this what
I'm
happens?
usually second place. Whatever. So Kyle Larson was first. Chris Buescher was second.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Elliott was third.
Yes.
Martin Truex Jr. fourth.
Yeah.
Denny Hambone was fifth. We used to call him Denny Hambone last year. Denny Hambone.
Can I have a Denny Hambone?
He was fifth.
Yeah.
Chris Bell, I'm surprised. He had the pole, but I was surprised he actually finished sixth.
Okay.
Alex Bowman was seventh. Kyle Busch was eighth. Noah Gragson, top 9 again.
Wow.
And Michael McDowell was 10th. So that's, and Brad Keselowski is 11th. So I just want to take a moment to tell everybody, I have 6 picks every week plus an honorable mention. So that's 7. So 5 of my 6 picks finished top 10 and my honorable mention finished 11th. So I have 1 pick that finished outside the top 11 this week. And I'm not trying to brag.
No, she's not.
But I put a lot of hard work into trying to figure out who has a good shot at winning the race. And again, I don't always do it right.
Yeah.
But so that's why it pleases me. It pleases me to say, because some of the people on my fantasy team pick for my picks and some of them don't at all. And then their driver ends up, 20th.
She loves to make people feel bad.
I do. That's kind of my MO.
It's like it's her MO.
It's my MO.
It's been 25 years
I am
of this.
nice and sweet and loving and kind, and I'll give you the shirt off my back. But I could also be not.
She can really make you feel
I can
worthless.
make you feel bad.
Like jumping off a bridge worthless.
Oh, stop it. This is a whole other podcast. So it's funny because NASCAR doesn't have a whole lot of notes. Every week I look at the recap and they've got like a whole page of notes, but they're just like, that's all. That's all that happened.
That's it, huh?
They didn't really get into much.
Well,
so it was really fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, the first 2 stages were kind of like, Yeah. And then all of a sudden stage 3 started and the cautions just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
And they got like 3 laps before another caution. It was crazy. It was really crazy.
Wasn't someone cruising along kind of close, like gonna cut? Was it Denny?
Yeah.
He was kind of just cruising along at first and could have won it, but then everything just kind of started falling apart.
It really did.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, and of course, everybody might not have enough gas. That old chestnut. The Fox booth gives us the old chestnut. Maybe not enough gas.
Not enough gas.
Oh my gosh. How many?
You know what I have to say to that?
Yeah. And Ford is still winless.
Yep.
So
the streak continues.
The Ford winless streak continues.
Yeah.
Well, Chris Buescher's Ford, so that would have been.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. So I do have, there's some NASCAR news this week. Very interesting stuff.
Okay.
Do we want to go to it? Do you have anything else to say,
Anything
Robin?
else on the race
Robin.
recap?
Anything else to say, Robin?
No, I don't.
I didn't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't feel too bad about Kyle Larson winning because he did lead 64 laps. I like it when someone leads a lot of laps and then they win. Yeah. I don't like these, he led one lap and it was the most important lap of the race because it's the one he won. It kind of feels jinxy. It feels janky. Or the one that
steals the race at the end. That's always kind of rough too.
Well,
unless you like the driver. But if you hate the driver and they steal the race,
we've been there.
You want to drive there. And
we have been there before.
Yeah. But I think that's it.
So let's move on to NASCAR news.
Let's do it.
First thing I'm going to start with is the fact that Eric Jones will be back in Darlington.
Okay.
Good for him.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting. He's feeling better. He's going to race. Corey Haim. Good, nice job filling in. Chris Buescher sent a very classy message to Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin after the race. Of course, he was very disappointed because when they interviewed him, it was like, you thought, he was very...
He was going to cry.
Oh my God, I know.
I really think he was going to cry.
Let me go. I bookmarked this. So
okay.
He said that, and he said to Denny Hamlin, he's like, as much beep as you get, you've always raced me very clean, and it was a good battle today. And he said to everybody, he's like, everybody do not throw shade at Kyle Larson. We were banging doors to the checkered. He's a heck of a racer, and that was just two guys going for the trophy.
It was good racing.
And so he stood up for Kyle Larson. It was good racing, yeah. It was. I mean, very close, very close. They use lasers to determine, folks. So it's not just the paint. It's not just like, look at that paint, and there's that. They actually use lasers to...
Can we get a freaking laser beam on a NASCAR? Is that too hard to ask?
Yeah, to decide who actually wins. So Chris Buescher is a very, generous second place finisher.
Right.
Okay, now we talk.
They really did lasers?
They do. That's how they do it.
The camera looked fine, like the footage from the camera.
Yeah, I know. I thought so too.
Well, when I first watched it, I literally thought Buescher won.
I did too.
But then with the replay, I was like, wow.
I know.
Crazy.
So here,
laser beams.
As much I've talked about this on the show before, and so now I feel like it's the Mandela effect because there was an article that came out about Junior going back into the broadcast booth for Amazon Prime and TNT. So was it a rumor? Was it not real? I mean, so 2025 through 2031. So next year, Dale Earnhardt Jr. will be back broadcasting on TNT and Amazon Prime, who have exclusive rights to practice and qualifying sessions. Prime Video will carry practice and qualifying for almost the entire first half of the NASCAR Cup Series season.
Oh, that's awesome. Because everybody has Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the Busch Light Clash and the Daytona 500 and the duels and the All-Star race.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting.
That's very cool.
So they're going to be they got 10 races of the second half of the season.
Wow.
I know. And don't forget that the CW is getting all of the Xfinity next year.
Wow.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, people
finally
let
people
NASCAR.
Watch NASCAR. Give it to people so they could watch it. Why do you think it's going downhill?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. That'll be a lot of fun to see Dale Jr. I don't even know who's in there, who does Amazon and TNT. Well, TNT hasn't done races in how long?
A long
years.
Time. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Well, they're back, so that's pretty exciting. So that's the bit there. Of course, Fox and NBC will continue to get the bulk of it, I guess. But then, some on Peacock, USA, True TV is going to get some, like they do with the sports. Hey, I forgot to say it was 7 o'clock in the big city.
Hey, now you forgot it.
It's 7:09 in the big city.
And it's hot as
blazes.
H-double-L here.
And I got the Knicks in Wilmington. Starting tonight's the second Knicks playoff game.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson is the man.
Knickerbockers.
The Knickerbockers. And I cannot wait to see them go to the playoffs.
Are any old school people racing at Darlington this weekend?
Old school paint schemes.
Like besides, I didn't know if Dale Jr. was.
I don't know. He's gonna race, and I'm not sure what he's. I thought he was racing an Xfinity race. No, I don't think any.
Yeah, Xfinity, but is that this
weekend?
No,
not. I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Now let's talk about Penske Racing when it comes to IndyCar.
Why?
Okay, because they got accused of cheating.
Yeah,
And
you told me.
Penske president Tim Cindric and 3 others are going to be suspended for 2 races, and that's going to include the Indy 500.
Whoa.
Yes.
That means no milk for you.
Right. Because Joseph Newgarden, he had a race in March, which they stripped him of the title because they said that their team manipulated the push-to-pass system. There's a lot of Dr. Evil going on here.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But they have this software in the car. It gets disabled on starts and restarts because it gives you like an extra boost. And it starts and restarts, you can't get that extra boost. It's illegal to have that extra horsepower, right?
Okay.
So 2 weeks ago, this glitch knocked this software out on all of the cars except for Penske cars. So nobody was able to use it except for them. And they're like, oh, we just assumed they gave it back to us.
That's pretty clever.
Which is very clever.
Wow.
So I guess it's kind of like, don't ask permission, ask for forgiveness.
Yeah.
So they
They
tried.
knew that was wrong.
I'm
though.
sure they did.
There's no way.
No way. So
We've created a new software. It's called a search engine. Dr. Evil, it's called AI now.
oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
Right.
I need the info.
So yeah, they had the big suspensions and it's a whole big brouhaha. So hopefully
brouhaha.
yeah, that's what they call it. I'm sure it'll pass.
Okay.
As most things do.
They always do.
They always do, no matter how big it is.
Yeah.
Okay, big news. And I'm so glad it came out today. Michael McDowell is out at Front Row Motorsports for next season, 2025.
Did he get fired because he stinks, or is he just quitting?
No.
I'm just kidding. He's a good racer.
He is a good racer.
He
He
is.
just
He's
kind of
good.
runs into a lot of bad luck.
He does. He has a lot of bad luck out there
Right.
lately.
But he is in at Spire.
Oh.
Going to Spire Motorsports for 2025. I saw the breaking news of out at Front Row, and then I'm like, what does that mean? And a couple hours later, there he is. You remember, he's got like 10 kids. 1, 2, 3, like 5 or 6 kids.
He's got like 5 or 6
They were all
kids.
lined up at the Brickyard, right? Was it the Brickyard?
Yeah, it was the Brickyard.
So he's
last year.
so he's going to be joining Carson Hocevar and Corey LaJoy racing for Spire
Wow.
next year.
So what happens with like now that he's like it's got to be kind of weird like when you're racing
Yeah.
like and you still have to like continue racing for the like it's like I quit next
Well-
year but I'm still working here.
No, I just don't think that. I
How
don't
about just give
know.
him a 2 weeks notice like we all
Because
have
it doesn't
to,
work
yeah.
that way. I know
No.
it's a little weird. I think it might have been
Yeah.
but they don't think about that.
Yeah,
This
they probably
happens all
just
the
say
time.
good luck, move on. We'll replace you with somebody different. And
It's funny because
it's just-
in the last few years of NASCAR, there hasn't been a lot of craziness.
No.
I mean, Kyle Busch and Tyler Reddick, but man,
Yeah, that was a big.
Remember-
but there hasn't been. Yeah,
I mean,
much.
when Kevin Harvick ended up at Stuart Haas after he got let go from Roush,
Right.
and it's like that doesn't happen much anymore.
No, you don't really see that.
It's kind of like, well, people retire or people move on, and then someone
Yeah.
replaces them. It's not like, well, they fired him. They
Right.
kicked Joey Logano off of Joe Gibbs Racing,
Yeah, you
and
can
thank
see-
God he get picked up elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot of that.
No, but so that's exciting to me.
There's someone who needs to fire himself, though.
My cat out of a cannon.
Yeah, I heard him. I was trying to ignore him. I figured, well, I hear him meowing.
Yeah, I do
and
too.
I'm like, maybe the gate will close it, like when we're not talking and you won't hear him. You know?
Oh, okay, good.
But
right.
Jimmy Johnson needs to fire himself.
You know what? I didn't know if you wanted to talk about this or not, but since he's your driver, I'm going to let you do that.
Wasn't he? He was mad at Corey LaJoy.
He was. What happened with that? I forgot to look that up.
I know LaJoy got into him. I don't know if it was on because I thought Clint said that Jimmy's car something was wrong with it,
Right.
And then it kind of like hiccuped but I don't know. Then Jimmy wasn't really looking like that. He gave him a stare of.
He did.
which
He
Jimmy
stared
really
him
doesn't
down.
do.
No,
But
Jimmy
was
Johnson is
staring
not
him
doing that. He got
down.
out of his car and he was all,
Yeah,
which made me uncomfortable. It made
yeah,
me feel
I got
weird.
uncomfortable too.
I know. I felt weird.
because Jimmy's usually like
Right.
Do you want to go pick mushrooms and skip around the woods?
Right.
And
Or let's.
he's got like that hippie kind of
He
vibe,
does. Oh, before I forget, I didn't write this down, but Harrison Burton is probably going to be
Oh,
out of a ride next year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I feel bad for him. He's unlikely to come back to Wood Brothers because he's not. I don't know if he's even gotten a top 20, 30 finish. He's like finishing like 33rd and 34th.
Yeah.
Which is sad. He's so young.
Yeah.
I hope he turns it around.
It happens, though.
I know.
It's racing, man.
I know.
Yeah.
This is his contract year. So
you don't want to suck on your contract year.
he's only had 7 top 30 finishes through the first. What? How
baseball
bad
players,
is that? When you've only had 7 top 30, that means not top 5, not top 10, not top 20. Meaning the guy has only finished in the top 30. That's the best he's done.
Yeah.
And the other 5 races were like worse.
Yep.
Oh, poor kid. He's only 21, I think. No, he drives a 21. How old is he? I think he's just he's a youngie.
He's like 12, I think.
Oh, maybe. He might be 13 by now.
No, but I was going to say, like, it's like baseball players. Like, when it's always their contract year, they'll hit like 80 home runs, and you're like, wow, let's sign them. They get the big contract, and then they suck. I mean, look at like Blake Snell. Look at like,
I know.
It's like, really?
I know.
Here, Judge, here's your big contract.
Here, DJ LeMahieu, here's your big contract.
Oops, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I slipped on a butterfly.
Yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully, maybe he can get going, really get humming. Maybe somebody else will pick him up. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe go back to Xfinity.
Maybe. Look what happened to Cole Custer when he went back to Xfinity. He ended up
Won the
he's amazing and
championship.
he won a championship. I gotta tell you something.
Yeah.
Stuart Haas is rumored to sell their entire charter next year.
Yikes.
All of it. All of them. They
So that
had a
means
meeting.
There'll be no more Stuart Haas? Is that
I don't
they're just
know.
done?
I don't know. Folks, don't quote me on this. This is
No,
stuff
I know,
I've just.
but like, let's talk like, hey, what if this happens? Like,
I don't know. But let me tell you something else. They had a meeting and Noah Gragson and Josh Berry and Chase Briscoe were invited to the not meeting, powwow, whatever. And Ryan Preece was not invited. And he didn't even know about it.
Oh.
He found out that they had it. So people were saying maybe Ryan Preece is out. But now it's like, it might be the whole thing. Which is kind of weird because Noah Gragson has had a great season.
Well, maybe that's what, where whoever's getting rid of Michael McDowell, can't think of,
Front row.
maybe they'll pick him up or something. Maybe,
Maybe, but I don't know. I feel, I got to look at this. I got to look at Noah Gragson quick.
Yeah.
He's had 5 top 10s this season.
Wow.
I mean, that's great for him.
That is good for him.
Out of 12, out of 12 races.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned. I'll let you know next time we're on here if
see what happens,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. You know how I'd say Okay, I want to get this out of the air. Okay, Darlington is this weekend, May 12th, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who listen.
Happy Mother's Day.
Including
Mother's
my
Day.
mother and your mother.
Yep.
And my stepmother.
Still kicking and ticking.
Here's the funny thing. There's 3 mothers between us, right?
Yeah.
My mother, John's mother, and my stepmom.
Right.
And there's one dad, my dad. And I said, what does that show you?
What does that mean?
What does that?
What is that?
Oh my God.
My
You better
Raleigh.
answer that.
Why don't you answer it live on the air?
Okay.
It's fun.
Okay. Yeah. Hello?
Answer a few brief questions for voter research.
I told you.
Yep.
Do you plan
Voter
to vote
research.
in the November 2024 general election? Select one if yes.
Tell 'em to
select two
shoof.
if no.
No. I don't know. That's all I have to do? Okay, folks, tell them you don't plan to vote.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. Just
Hang
tell
on, I
me
can't
not
hear you.
voting.
Okay, so if Raleigh calls you and just tell them you don't want to vote.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to vote or not. This isn't a political show.
I'm just going to say this on record. I did not pay Holly any hush money.
I actually did pay Holly a lot of hush money.
I don't know. I
We're
might.
not getting into it.
We're not getting into it. I don't know. It sees how I feel that day.
Yeah.
But either way, my vote is for Jesus.
I'm going to pick a vote for Jesus.
I'm going to write him in.
Yeah.
But I'm just push 2 for no, and then they'll leave you alone.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Where was I before I was rudely interrupted?
Mother's Day. We're talking about Mother's Day.
Of course. And that would be
Of course we were.
some. And one father, all the Happy
And one
Mother's
father.
Day to the mothers and any mothers that are
All
listening
the
to my show.
mothers who like NASCAR.
Yep. I wish I was going to Darlington for Mother's Day. I had originally
Yeah.
planned on that. That was my plan 6 months ago. And then I'm like, oh, that's right. My teenage son is graduating high school this year. So then I've got cap and gown. I've got invitations. I've got announcements. I've got napkins, decorations. Trying to think. I got to live stream it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
You're like, how's it gonna be a surprise? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, you blow everything anyways.
I'm just rambling here.
Yeah.
So I can't go to Darlington because I can't go to Darlington
Do not disturb. So why can't you go to Darlington?
because I got a graduation
Yeah.
and a party.
And a party.
A graduation festivities this year.
And a party.
So I'm hoping maybe we can go in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other news, John? Any other things?
I think that's pretty much it.
You know, I really miss sexy booth talk. Here, ready?
Oh, you do.
Let's not even lead it. Ready? Let's just go for it. Ready?
Oh, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Do you got the saxophone?
Nope.
Can you put it in later?
Nope.
Jimmy Johnson, by the way, got this to the Grand Marshal. He said, "Drivers, start your engines," and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, listen to this. This is last week.
Okay.
This is-
Just break
Ready?
it up.
When you turn it on its ends, straight up and down, that's its stiffest setting.
Oh, you know it's the favorite part. See, that didn't even make sense. What I said.
No, that was
I'm not
awesome.
ready.
No, that was
You're
funny.
throwing this at
No,
me.
that was funny. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Bush is eating into Busher's lead.
Oh, I wonder how it tastes.
I love it. That's just the last two. Do you think I should look for? I have some from the last time around.
I know.
Oh Lord, I don't even know what notes I
Nah.
have here. Okay, so that was
There's
that.
two for you.
BJ's getting a push from behind.
How does that work?
Ready? Before I got that out of my mouth, you were in the back of them.
Oh, please send instructions.
That was a driver, by the way. That was
Yeah.
a driver. That was sexy driver
remember that
talk.
one.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is... As this race gets closer to the end, the pushes will get harder and harder until they're too hard.
Define too hard.
Oh, and last but not... Oh, God. This is... All right, close your ears, Mom. Okay, those runs are going to come faster and they're going to come harder.
Wow. Which runs are we talking about?
I figured I'm all vampy looking tonight. So that would be the good time to do the
What's
sexy.
vampy mean?
You know, like all, I don't know.
I'm all vampy tonight. Blood. Blood.
vampiric.
Blood.
I got my purple lipstick and I got my pigtails going, and
Okay.
I was just in a sultry mood because it's so hot. I do declare I need a church fan. I need a church fan, y'all.
Well, it's 83 and the Alexa just said it's going to rain.
Oh,
It was 95 today, people.
Says you, so saith you.
It's May 8th.
It was not hot in my
and
room.
it's 95 degrees. Not comfortable.
It's going to cool down. It's going to break
Oh,
Friday
is
night.
it?
It's going to be 50 degrees overnight. We can sleep with the window open.
Oh, yippee.
Wow, I wish I knew some.
What are you doing to the microphone?
I'm doing like a church fan. So pretending my Mr. Monroe, what do you say?
Well, I say,
Oh, okay.
the state cannot afford to cool every citizen that resides here.
Well, must be doing something with our infrastructure.
We are working on it with the reconstruction plan.
Ooh, tell people what you did with the eye doctor. How you wrote up this smashing Google.
I did.
Yeah, tell them.
Oh, yeah.
Not in detail what you said, but what you did.
I wrote like a really
Yes.
bad.
Not bad. You were honest. You told them what happened.
I said like, oh, everything was great. The doctors were great, blah, blah, blah. But I said like, then there's Jim.
You don't tug
And I
on
took
Superman's cape.
And I laid Jim down in the middle of the road and I ran him over with a bus like 15 times.
You don't.
That's basically what I did in the review.
Yes.
So I got a call from my eye doctor.
Yes, you did.
Not the local,
No.
like someone in Virginia. I didn't call him
Yeah.
back yet though.
Typical. Typical. Don't be the
yeah.
typical, John. Call him back.
And I do. I want to call him back.
Mm-hmm.
And but they did write onto the review too that they apologize. This is not what they, the customer service they
Nope.
want to represent. I don't know if they're going to do anything to Jim. But
Probably not.
Probably not.
Here.
But
You know what?
what?
Sing it with me.
That's what.
Sing. You don't pull the mask off the Olo Ranger, and you don't mess around with John. Mm-hmm.
They used to be Jim. That was Jim's song, but now it's John.
That's what I said.
Don't mess with John. I know.
Because it was funny.
I
Because
liked
it was
it.
about Jim.
Jim
It
Croce.
was about John. I love Jim Croce.
Yeah.
It's too bad he passed away.
It puts you back in the, in the era,
I'm a yacht rocker. I like the yacht rock.
Yeah, she does.
I'll listen to anything though. I don't care.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
Let's stop rambling.
It's time to go to Who Do You Like and Why.
Let's go to Who Do You Like
Oh,
and Why?
are we going to talk about the cars this weekend? The throwback schemes?
I don't know.
The Bush Light.
Yeah.
Bush Light for Chastain, like Rose Lake. The throwback Terry Labonte
Yeah.
for the number 5. It looks awesome.
The 48's doing a throwback to Jimmy.
48's doing.
It's Jimmy going into the wall.
You know what? Chase Elliott is doing a Dale Jr. 2014 throwback. Looks really cool.
Whoa,
I know.
that's cool.
I'm trying to look. There's a whole bunch. Yeah, they got the Jeff Gordon Exalta throwback.
Right.
Stuart Haas Racing is like a modified thing. But Tyler Reddick, Money Lion. He's got a Tim Richmond throwback scheme.
I need Money Lion
I do too.
this month.
Yeah, the Jimmy Johnson throwback. Oh,
Yeah.
that makes me sad because have you seen it?
Yeah, it's cool.
It looks like the Lowe's car.
It does.
But it's got Ally. But it's a whole Lowe's setup.
I know. People say like Lowe's isn't in racing, but when you see the Craftsman car, Lowe's owns Craftsman. So they're technically still in racing.
Yeah. Is Cole Custer racing Cup this week?
Is he?
Or is he just doing?
That's a good thing we plan and know our stuff. in the
No,
show.
they're just showing Xfinity in here too.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't really. I mean, yes, I like Xfinity, but I'm trying to.
Hey, it's live, people.
Okay, what happened? Where's all my?
What happened?
They're all right. I'm sure that NASCAR will update this, but they don't have like the other drivers. They just have like a handful of the Cup Series and the Xfinity.
Right.
Whatever. But yeah, so some of them look very cool. Everybody, go on NASCAR.com if you can.
Yeah,
get
check
there
them
and
out because they're very, very cool. It's a fun race because just to enjoy it. It almost feels like you're back in time.
Yes.
When things were better.
I have to tell y'all
and
something.
normal.
I know.
And not freaking crazy.
Was there a time?
No. But we like to think it.
Listen, we're not going to be here.
No.
We're not going to be here for.
Yeah, that's a little longer. We're not going to be here next week.
We're not going to be here next week.
I don't know what you people are going to do. You're going to
I'm going to cry.
you're going to be outside my door like crying.
Okay, listen.
No, you're
How
not.
did I get out of here? Okay. No, you're not. I can't find my NASCAR. Okay. It's the All-Star Weekend on the 19th. I think I was starting to say this before Raleigh called me. The All-Star Weekend up in North Wilkes-Barre is the 19th. So we're gonna this show is going live on the 10th here. We're not gonna be around on the 17th. You know what? When it comes, we'll come back and we'll do the race recap from Darlington and All-Star, and we will give you the Coca-Cola 600. That'll be May 24th, Memorial Day weekend. We'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Okay, so you don't have to do Who You Like and Why or tell me anything this week because it's hard for me to do fantasy picks.
I mean, you can if you want for fun.
You can if you want. Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. It's hard for me to do fantasy picks for Darlings or for the All-Star race.
Yeah, it's not a point
Because
race.
it's not a points race, and you don't know exactly who's going to be in it.
Yeah.
And it always ends up being someone really weird, like
Yeah.
Austin Dillon or Ryan Blaney or somebody strange. We don't know who's going to get voted in yet.
Or Tommy Verizon.
Because Carson Hocevar is making a wicked run and push for it. But I don't know if Bubba Wallace will get voted in. I don't know. So it's kind of like you don't know who exactly is going to be in there in the end. You don't know who's going to win the Open, either one or so. You know what? It's
enjoy. Watch
and enjoy.
Don't worry about who wins.
Don't worry about who wins for a change.
Relax.
Relax. Have a
Have a
little
little
wine.
wine.
Have a little enjoyment.
A little enjoyment. Slow down.
Slow down. Relax.
Relax.
All right. So I'm gonna go and do my picks. So it is kind of sad. I'll miss you guys.
Yeah.
But you know what? 24th will be here before you know it, and we'll be back together again. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do my picks.
Well, you can do your pick. Well, we're gonna do Who Do You Like and Why first, and then your picks. Baby.
We're gonna do Who You Like and Why. I said that before.
You did, but now you just said I'm gonna go do my picks.
That's because
you're throwing things
we
off.
blabbed so much that I feel like I already did Who You Like and Why.
I'm not blabbing. If you look at the audio feed, it's all you.
This week.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, I'll be on mute for the rest of the show.
All right, you know what? Let's do the picks. Let's do
Okay.
who you like and why. Who do you like and why? Then my picks. Then we'll wrap it up.
All right, sounds good. Well, there it is.
There it is.
There's our intro.
That's the best.
Who do you like and why? Who do you like and why? We want to know who you're picking, so you better get to thinking. Who do you like and why? Who do you like and like and who do you like and like and who do you like and like and like and like and like?
Who do you like and why? Ready?
I'm ready.
Set, go. Rose from Wilmington. She has said that she likes Ross Chastain.
Ross.
She likes the Busch Light throwback scheme. Second, Brad Keselowski.
Okay.
Daryl Samowatsky says he likes Chase Elliott for another win. And he likes William Byron for the throwback.
Ooh.
I know. And then we have our number one fan, Scott Curlis, 4893. And he likes Kyle Larson for another win.
Really?
Yes.
2 in a row.
He says Darlington's his favorite track.
Okay.
And he likes Kyle Larson.
Cool.
Yeah, but he
That's
also
a good
thinks,
pick.
Logano, Hamlin, Reddick, Truex Jr. might have a strong run. He also gave John a shout out this week,
Yeah.
saying he does such a great job.
Yeah, any shout outs are good. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott. And Eileen on YouTube also said, great job, everybody.
Yes.
So, hey guys, get on there. Make a comment. Say
Yeah,
anything. You don't even
get
have to tell
on
me.
there.
Just say something. Give us some support. Give
Say
us
you
a
suck,
shout.
man. Tell me we suck.
That'd be fine. But
I'm just kidding.
we love it.
Come on, you told one day you tell you we suck. Huh?
I love the support. I love this. You've been watching too much Godfather.
I have been. Hey,
All
how
right.
you doing, huh?
All right. Let's move on to my picks.
Holly sleeps with the fishes.
I'm gonna make you offer you can't
I'm going to
refuse.
make you an offer you can't refuse.
Oh God.
All right,
Okay,
so
but
we're-
thank you everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Seriously.
the support.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
On to your picks, right?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
While fantasy sports betting can be fun, gambling can be a serious issue. If you or someone you know has a gambling addiction and wants help, call or text the National Problem Gambling Hotline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER. Standard text and data rates do apply. You can also visit them online at ncpgambling.org. So this week, I am picking for the Goodyear 400 at Darlington Raceway, also known as the Lady in Black. I do want to say that Denny Hamlin is my first brilliant pick. And that is because he has 4 wins here. He always does well here. And I think he laid back a little bit last week. So I think he's going to push a little bit this week. He's got 16 top 10 finishes here after all. And 12 top 5s. So how can you not pick Denny Hamlin for at least a good finish this week? You have to. Next, I agree with Scott Curlis. That's going to be Kyle Larson. I know he won last week, but he's really good here. He's got a win and 8 top 10 finishes, 6 top 5s, and he's just on a roll. He's on a roll. Again, if he doesn't win, he's still going to finish top 5. Last but not least, someone I haven't mentioned in a while is William Byron. William Byron also has a win here, and he's got 5 top 10s and 4 top 5s, but he's also been very steady here. He's been very steady over the last few runs. He had a few bad finishes. He had an accident in the past, an engine failure. But other than that, he's got several. He does very well in the stages. And he won here this time last year. So look for William Byron to make a surprise return in the top 5 or maybe a win. Here's my bold picks. And I decided with Darlington to just throw it out there and go wicked bold. I'm going to start with Brad Keselowski. Yes, believe it or not, he's got 11 top 10 finishes here and a win. And I think that Brad Keselowski has really he's hit and miss. He's been here, he's been there, he's been almost, he's been not. And I think this week that Brad Keselowski is going to get something done in Darlington. My next pick, don't laugh, Eric Jones. Not kidding you. Eric Jones is coming back this week. He already feels good. It's not a matter of is he still sore. He's doing great. He's coming back. He's got 2 wins in Darlington, 2 and 8 top 10s. And my thought is, if Eric Jones is going to get it done somewhere, it's going to be here. This is where he's going to get it done. Okay. Last time around, from 2017 to 2020, Eric Jones finished top 10 every week. And then he had a couple of bad weeks. He had an accident, he had an engine failure, and then he won. And then he's had a couple of, he hasn't been the best. But if Eric Jones can get a good position, I really think if you've got to pick way out on the outside and you want a good return on investment, think about Eric Jones. Okay, and last but not least, again, I'm going big. I'm going Bubba Wallace. I could say the pressure is off. It kind of is. It's kind of on, but it's kind of off. Everybody expected him to win last week. But you know what? That's why he's going to sneak up and win this week. Because the last 3 races here, Bubba Wallace has finished top 10. He had an accident like in 2022, but I'm telling you, I have a good feeling about Bubba this week, and I think he's going to finish top 5, if not win. We'll see. But either way, honorable mentions this week are, and John's going to kill me because he's going to have to put the graphic in. Just pick one, John. Honorable mentions this week are Tyler Reddick and Chris Buescher, because I'm giving you 2, because you ain't getting picks for the All-Star race. So either one of them could come up and be sneaky. Tyler Reddick has more of the experience. Chris Buescher has more of the fire after what happened last week. So either one could sneak in. Now, I'm not going to say Joey Logano, because even though he's good here, he has just been, he has had a heck of a season. So let me do the recap before I let you go, okay? Brilliant picks for Darlington, Goodyear 400 on Sunday. And that's going to be on FS1 at 3 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch qualifying, Saturday morning at 11:20 a.m. on FS1 for the Cup Series. Okay, so let me give you the recap. That's Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, and William Byron. Those are your brilliant picks. And your bold picks are Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, and Brad Keselowski, with maybe an honorable mention to Chris Buescher, Tyler Reddick. We'll see. Those are my fantasy picks this week, folks. And I'm going to stick to them. Interact with Holly's Racing Fantasy on YouTube or Facebook. Just search Holly's Racing Fantasy on each to find us. And don't forget to tell us who you like and why every Wednesday before each race. You can comment on the current HRF episode on YouTube or reply to my Monday night post on Facebook. Thanks. That is going to wrap it up. It is. We went overtime. I'm sorry that this was a long show this week, folks. I apologize for that. But you know what? I'm not going to be around.
We're all hanging out. We all know each other.
We do know each other.
We're all friends.
It's there's a thunderstorm brewing here.
The angels and demons are having a tussle.
Yes, they are.
The angels and demons are tussling around.
I have to watch we have to watch the Knicks soon. And also we have to finish Baby Reindeer. Has anybody watched on Netflix Baby Reindeer? Yee.
Yeah, I lived it.
I'm not saying. And that's why I was afraid to watch it, because I thought it would hit a little too close to home.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Well, I got to be clear.
You didn't live it in the...
That dude,
he's nuts.
I didn't live it in the plot.
That's a great way to put it, John.
Hey, if I got to say
true. It wasn't...
Because I don't want people to think,
you had the Martha part of it. The Martha part of it, but you didn't have the... in episode 4. You didn't have the... Yeah.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Yeah, that was rough. But...
That was rough. I mean,
it's a heart. It's
not if that's your taste.
No, it's disgusting
saying,
to what happened. Yes.
What happened
true story. It's a true story. It's on Netflix. The guy who is acting in it, he wrote the story and he is acting in it. And it's his real life.
Yeah. In case you live under a
rock. So, but still, it's very interesting. We have to wrap it up in between like the next game. And then we have to watch Godfather 3 because we watched the 2 and it's like, oh, no.
Oh, Godfather in 4K.
Oh yeah.
It's something.
But now we got to watch part 3, which is...
Yeah.
which is,
Yeah, the
Dad,
brilliant acting of
Dad, this is my cousin.
I'm Sofia Coppola.
Yeah, I may be a great director, but I'm not a great actress.
Teenagers are weird, and you're the weirdest.
So that's it. So I hope everybody has a great weekend.
What else is going on? Hey, Michael Jordan
was here in Wilmington. Yes, he was.
Yesterday.
He's got a new medical center that opened downtown.
Yep.
What else is happening? I'm not sure.
Just heat.
Heat
is where we live.
And rainy crap in New York. I do want to say I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy.
You say this.
I do because I want you all.
Listen, wait. I want to say something. I've never said this before. Stay safe.
Okay.
That's what you do like every week. And we're like, wait, she's going to say something. What? Stay safe. Wash your hands and your ass.
Doctor Who's coming back this weekend, May 10th. For those of you.
Yeah.
John.
I'm kind of more old school. And I don't like this new...
It'll be good. You'll like it.
Political agenda.
You'll like it.
But agenda.
You will like it.
Yeah. We'll see.
I'm telling you.
I don't know.
Shout out to...
You can't make me like it.
We'll see, though. I can't make you like it, but you might.
I don't know, Martha. You going to make me like it?
Pigeons. Someone send me some pigeons. I miss pigeons.
They're delicious. Pigeon stew, pigeon soup.
What's the matter with you? Why do you got to do stuff like that? No one's going to eat a pigeon.
Disgusting.
No one wants to eat that.
I'm still like, I don't know. I need therapy. My dad made me eat a squirrel. I told you that story, right? He made me eat a squirrel. And I was like, I almost threw up in my mouth.
Well,
but I'm like, oh, this is good.
That's
Thanks,
why
Dad.
the dead squirrel in our garage affected you so much.
Oh, God. I found a dead squirrel.
Well, actually, he found a pile of hair.
About 2 weeks ago, because I smelt it, but I couldn't find it. And I found it yesterday.
Yeah.
It looked like
actually,
a wig.
it was a pile of fur, and we thought, what is this? And then what happened? It got wet.
It crawled into the garbage can, and it got into my like a lawnmower attachment. And it crawled in there and it died. So I was cleaning out. I'm like, I think something's dead in the garbage can. So I did the garbage can, dump it out. Don't say anything. So I pick up the attachment, I drop out, and it's like full of hair. Just looked like a wig, like a gray wig. I'm like, there's a gray wig in here.
Yeah.
What is that? And so I was spraying, just cleaning it out with the hose, and I hit the gray hair, and all of a sudden I saw the shape of a squirrel head. And I was like, it's a squirrel. Looks like an imploded.
I think that's because it was probably decayed. Like the organic material decayed, and what's left is the fur.
Okay, Dr. Robert.
What's left is the fur and the bones.
Scientists.
So poor little thing. And then I got...
but why did it go... What's it doing? There's not even a lot of squirrels around.
I know, it's very
here.
strange.
It's kind of weird.
But you know what? My cat probably killed it. I don't know. I was thinking that today.
He jumped in the garbage can and had a tussle?
You don't know. With him?
That fat thing? I don't think he can get up into the garbage can.
Murderer. Right. Murderer. Okay, precious.
Yeah. All right.
Everybody, John, is there anything else you want to say?
No.
I know. I feel like I'm in like a trance.
I don't get to talk.
Oh, you are such a big liar.
Yeah. Numbers. NASCAR, numbers. That's you. That's what you sound like.
Me?
That's you. That's what you sound like.
Wasn't that in between you storming up and down the hallway?
You're like
the garage.
You need your own podcast, and I'll co-host with you. I'm like, then it won't be my show. Because you'll be like,
that's what we do now.
Well, you
do too. We do well.
A little bit. I get to throw down a little bit.
Yeah, it's all right. It works. It works.
All right. Well, I guess we better go.
All right. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see you on Memorial Day weekend.
Is that the weekend?
Yes, the 24th. We'll be back on the 24th, and that's Memorial Day weekend. And the Coca-Cola 600.
Your fireworks.
I know.
And the Indy 500.
Yes, and the Indy 500.
With Kyle Larson.
That's the 19th, right? Oh, no. No, that's that weekend. The qualifying
it's the same
is the
day.
19th. Qualifying is the 19th. It's the same day.
Yeah,
All
next
right.
weekend.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Whatever.
so you know,
Whatever weekend we're in.
you know what else I want to say?
What do you
Race
want to say?
On.
Race on.